Prince Harry has launched an extraordinary attack on his dad, Prince Charles, and other senior royal members during an interview on a Hollywood podcast. Sam Foxon, our entertainment reporter, is joining me live now to explain all this. Sam, so he's had a fair bit to say.
Yeah, he certainly has. It was a 90-minute interview that he sat down for with a US actor and podcast host, and basically went into detail about his parents, or his father in particular's parenting skills, and he did criticise them. To quote him, he said that he suffered at the hands of his own parents, who handed down a cycle of genetic pain and suffering to him, which of course he is alluding there that came from the Queen and Prince Philip. And this is why he and his wife, Meghan Markle, moved to Los Angeles. The Duke of Sussex said that he debated leaving royal life since his early 20s because of what it did to his mum. It kind of contradicts there that Meghan Markle was the driving force behind him leaving the UK. He went on to describe his life in the royal family as a mixture between the Truman Show and being in a zoo. We'll have a little listen to a little bit of the podcast, Pete.
And suddenly I started to piece it all together and go, I know this bit about his life. I also know that's connected to his parents.
Yeah.
So that means that he's treating me the way that he was treated.
Exactly.
Which means, how can I change that for my own kids? And, well, here I am.
This bloke.
It's
born with everything that he's wanted.
Well, yeah.
Never had to work for anything in his life, and he's just firing shots everywhere at the moment.
He is, and it just feels like he is sitting back, and they're doing a lot of media at the moment in the United States, and they are revealing a lot. It's really a one-sided argument at this point in time. What I did like, that he went into his days of wild partying, and he did say that he experimented with a lot of drugs, which is the most open we've probably ever seen Prince Harry being.
What does that mean? Did you get specific there?
He went in to say that he experimented with marijuana and excessive drinking in his 20s.
Right.
So I think he does still advocate the mental health aspect, and I like that he's trying to be relatable, but I don't know if this guy will ever be relatable.
Well, not now.
Well,
so what's that quote that he said about Charles? Just read that out again.
So he said that he had suffered at the hands of his own parents.
Charles had suffered at the hands of his own parents.
Who handed down a cycle of genetic pain and suffering.
It seems like Charles is pretty happy with his lot.
Well, I think so. I mean, it's really hard, and we never knew that Prince Harry wanted to leave the royal family in his 20s. I feel like he had a pretty good life in his 20s, but he met someone and fell in love.
That's right. Isn't
life
that
changes,
convenient?
doesn't? Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So,
I mean, it's not going to help things, is it?
no, not at all. I don't think so. I feel like they're not really helping to have some mutual relationships there.
Yeah.
But look, it's a 90-minute podcast. It's Dax Shepard, a US anchor, who did that. So you might want to listen on the weekend.
I think that's going to create some noise today, that's for sure. Yeah, that definitely gets people talking. Speaking of which, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has revealed its latest inductees.
You like this one? We've got the Foo Fighters, Jay-Z, the Go-Go's, Carole King and Tina Turner all being inducted into this year's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So some great news there. To be eligible for the induction, artists had to have released a record 25 years or earlier. It's the first time we've seen the Foo Fighters, the Go-Go's and Jay-Z on the ballot. And the ceremony will take place later this year in October. So
that means Dave Grohl now has, because I believe that Nirvana was in there too. So he's inducted for two different bands. I'm not sure how. I think that's pretty rare.
It is rare, exceptionally rare. And the Hall has come out and said as well that the 2021 class is the most diverse list of inductees in the history of the organisation. So some good news
What's
there.
the Go-Go song?
Oh, I've got no idea. You've got me. I can tell you Tina Turner.
I was like, no, I know Tina Turner. I'm like, the Go-Go's. I know the Go-Go's. I just can't remember a song.
Yeah, the name stands out, but no, I can't. Definitely can't think of a song. Jay-Z, I could tell you a few.
You could tell a few of those, 99 problems.